Hey, crafty besties. It's your crafty bestie, Tabby. Back for her happy, healthy time. Why are Christmas trees bad at knitting? They always drop their needles. So this is the Advent Calendar by JSW Studios. They come in no particular order. Sorry for bumping you guys. They come in no particular order, and you can color them in whatever order you choose. Okay, so it is day 3. So, yes. Christmas trees are bad at knitting because they drop their needles. So we're going to put them. We're going to put the dad joke here. And we're going to fold it up and put it to the side. And now it's time for day 2 of the official Gilmore Girls Advent Calendar. Day 2. Let's see if we can get this in frame. Yes, day 2. Because yesterday, remember, we got the Chilton patch for Rory's school. And these are little envelopes, guys, so don't expect much. Stickers! We got Rory and Lorelai, and we got, what was her friend's name? Her last name's Kim, but I can't remember her first name. And there's Luke. Here's some more stickers. The Dragonfly for Dragonfly Inn. Oh, you guys. We get stickers. Perfect for our journals. Perfect. I might have to make a Gilmore Girls journal after this series of Defember, but I cannot do it now. So far, not too bad. Chilton patch. And show stickers. I like it. Pretty good. I'll take it. It wasn't an expensive one, so we can't say too much about it since it wasn't very expensive. I saw some people opening advent calendars that were like $4 and $5 and more hundreds of dollars, and I'm like, not this girl, not this year, but maybe another year. But this is not the year. Nope, this is not the year. And I don't know if you heard it spilling or not, but I forgot to put the lid on this, and it was spilling. So now I'm trying to clean that up off camera and still talk to y'all at the same time and not sound like I'm a complete panicked fool. But I really am. But look at all the pretty coffee-dyed kitchen paper I have now. Isn't that wonderful? You never know. I might use that for something tomorrow. Or the next day. So today's prompt, day 2. Let's see. I didn't mark day 1. So let's mark it. Day 1, we did the page tabs with the moth-eaten lace. Today is floating pockets with bold numbers. Now, floating pockets can be any shape or size you want, but I am going to show you my compartmental mind's make, okay? So first, before I cut the paper, I am going to cut the paper down, but before I cut it down, I'm going to put some bold numbers on it. And I had this stencil that I got from, I don't know where, probably that website we're not supposed to buy stuff from. And I haven't bought anything from it in a long time, so we're going to just take this and we're going to stencil bold letters on this paper. And this will be the outside. This is some black paper. So I'm just taking paper that I don't use because pass or fail. That's one thing I like and have loved about Defember. It does push me out of the box, which is good because we all need to be pushed out of our comfort zone. And this silver ink was given to me by my crafty bestie, Cecilia. Everybody is a patron of the arts. Patrons of the arts. And she gave me that silver ink because I don't think she thought that I would find a way to use it. But I am finding a way. So win, lose, or draw. Here we are with some black paper, a stencil, and some silver ink that was on clearance at the Walmart. Now, if you're in Europe, I don't know if y'all have anything like Walmart. I know y'all did have Kmart, so it's kind of like Kmart. And I should have taped this down because now I'm moving it and the numbers will be blurry, I feel. But I also feel like it's Defember, so there's no mistakes. There's just happy accidents. Look! I actually like how that turned out. And I'm going to do it a little bit over here, but not to the very end at the top and bottom. Because, well, you'll see. Are y'all getting this? Is this hilarious or what? But this is Defember, pushing me out of my comfort zone, making me make stuff that I normally would not make. And a lot of times it's stuff I wouldn't think to make. That's probably the best part, is other people inspire you. So even if you're copying exactly what Louisa and Barbara do, or you're copying what Darcy's Mixed Media does, or anybody, really, if you're copying somebody else, it's not going to be exact, okay? But we can take inspiration from each other. And I can promise you, I have not watched a video about this one yet. But, wow. Okay, let's just make some more, just random. Yeah. So this is numbers. And I think they're bold. They're silver on black. So it is a Hello Hobby. These were on clearance at Walmart because I think they were redoing the thing. Pigment pad on all kinds for shimmer effect. Children should use under adult supervision. So it is a silver ink pad. Find more at walmart.com. I'm not sponsored by Walmart, but you know, Walmart, if you see this and you want to sponsor me, I'm not mad at it. Alright, so I am officially moving this somewhere else so I don't spill it again. And I'm going to bring, I think I'm going to bring back the cutting trimmer. Yes, I am. I'm bringing it back. And I'm going to feed it through here. Now, this is a 12 by 12 inch piece of cardstock. But I'm going to cut it in thirds. So I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. Oh, and I'm going to make a mess. That's normal. There's 1 and 4 inches. Cut it at 4 and 4, and then that should be 4, hopefully. Alright, so we have 3 parts. Alright, so how are you going to make that into a pocket? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is fold it in half. And I know that some of these are directional, and that may bother some of you, and I'm sorry if it does. But we're going to make it so that it is a pocket. And I still have my little glue right here. So we're going to just put a little glue on each edge. And we're going to raise that up and make it a pocket. And it's going to be a floating pocket because you'll be able to put it on your journal. And I'll get one and show you in just a second. You know, it's better if you just do the bottom part and not try to do the top part. And you would think that I would know that after the 100 failures that I have done with these. But because I'm also hilarious and I think I'm funny, I decided that I was going to do, I have some die cuts. Y'all might have stamps. I don't have as many stamps as I have die cuts. So I am going to do one that's going to say 25 because this is Defember 2025 and I'm going to put the 25 in the middle. Why are you doing that? Because I want to. And I'm using this green because green is kind of a neutral and I do a lot of different like earth themes. And I just lost my stuff. Not really, just joking. I do a lot of like fairies, mushrooms, forest, journals, themes like that I use a lot of green, but I don't normally use green paper. And I have this green paper and it's perfectly beautiful. I just have never really taken the time to use it. And yes, I'm going to have glue everywhere. And I will go back through with a glue eraser so I don't have glue all over everything. So this is a pocket. And here is a journal, okay? See me in my page tabs? Yes, I put page tabs and everything. So, I'm going to say this is my regular journal. And this is a floating pocket because I can have it here. And then if I want to move it, say here, I can move it over to here. And then maybe I need a pocket for this over here for whatever my schedule was going to be. And I'm going to put the number 3 here because I always need 3 of everything. 3 is like my number. So I'm putting the glue on here. And I did this so I wouldn't get glue all over myself because I have a tendency to cover myself with glue, not the paper. And this is how I'm going to have a floating pocket. Now, you can also use a paper clip to make a floating pocket. And if you'll hang with me, I'm going to get some paper clips and bring over here. A floating pocket is any kind of pocket that you want to make. I'm still going to fold it in half like this. But maybe I want it to be, maybe I want this to be the pocket, like this. Okay, so I'm going to glue the sides. I'm going to put glue on the sides. I know I'm using way too much glue. It's going over way too far. But it's because I'm nervous because y'all are watching. And I appreciate y'all watching. So here's our pocket. And we're going to put we're going to put 87 on this one because that's the year that I graduated from high school. And I'm sticking it down in the glue. And I'm tapping it here. And if I can only be a cautionary tale of what you don't want to do, that's okay too. But 1987, if you graduated in 1987, put that in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know that you're a Gen Xer like me. So this will be a floating pocket in that it's a pocket, and I'm going to clip it to a page in my journal. Okay. And then if I want to move it to a different page in my journal, I'm going to put it right there. See how that works? And you can clip it on the other side too if you want to clip it this way. So that is how you make your floating pocket. I'm going to leave this one like this. And we're going to need, it needs something in it. And I have this piece of a map that I was going to use as a page in a journal. But I'm just going to rip it where I had taped it. And we're going to fold the map in here like it's a map to somewhere that we need to remember where we're going. Because your crafty bestie wants to always be traveling. Ooh, let's fold it a little tighter because I put too much glue in there, remember? And there's our map for later. We have our floating pocket there. We have this kind of floating pocket here. And we'll make a third kind of floating pocket. And maybe this pocket can hold some of our things that we're going to journal with later. So we definitely want them. Where's my scissors? I'm going to cut this. It's going to bother me. I'm just going to cut it all to here. Okay. And because I know that harsh edges offend some of y'all, and you have to have these corners to be rounded. And I don't feel like trying to dig up a corner rounder right this minute, which I know is right behind me on my other desk. Corner has been rounded. And we're going to raise that up and fold it down. We're going to raise the other side up. And we're going to raise it up a little further. Because when you put it on the actual journal itself, it doesn't matter. Because you got both sides. So, I'm going to put a little more glue in my lid to use. Not a lot, just a little bit. And yes, this is really art glitter glue. And I really have already messed up the threads on it. So, yeah. Don't judge me. Or judge me. Judge me harshly. And then in the comments, put how I can keep from doing that to myself every single time I use it. Yeah. And I thought using this would help me just stay right at the edge. Apparently, there is no making me stay right at the edge. Alright, and then we're going to put some bold letters, or bold numbers, sorry. Bold numbers. I can read, I really can. I did go to public school though, so there's your reason. There's your reason. But, graduated in 87. Alright, so what else can I put on here? Oh, okay. We can put 19, because that's a good number. We can put 19 here. And we can turn this over and we can throw it to Barbara at 49 dragonflies. There's a 49. Paint the back of these with glue. $19. That's how old I was when I got married the first time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. At 19, I thought I knew everything about everything. I did not know nothing about nothing. But that's okay. You live and you learn and you move forward. Right? Right. And we're gonna, because I love you, Louisa and Barbara. And 49 dragonflies. And most people, I think, find Barbara first. And then they find Louisa. But I found Louisa first. And then she referred me to Barbara at 49 dragonflies. If you're still here at this point in the video, would you please just like the video? You don't have to subscribe, but you could just like the video, and that would help me to know if what I'm doing even is. Anyway, Chilton, 49 dragonflies. Thank you, Barbara and Louisa, for this challenge. And we're going to mark off, we marked off day 2, so we've done day 1 and day 2. Tomorrow there's a day off. I might pop on here and open up the advent calendar and color another advent calendar card. Thursday is postcard and hand or machine sewing. And day 5 is journaling card and tiny letters. And then it's the weekend. So, nobody's a 0. So we're going to take that 0 and we're going to put that away for some other time. So, thanks for joining me on my curious journey of, that's my throw to you, Barbara, and the Gilmore Girls, Chilton, and the stickers. Look, there's even, well, I gotta switch that now, because the dragonfly sticker isn't, no, I'm putting the dragonfly sticker on this pocket. That's what's gonna happen. It has to be that way. It has to happen. Gotta happen. So, and if you're wondering, don't forget that you matter, even if you're 19 and you don't know anything. You matter. You are important. And you are enough. And I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!